Hi, this is Chuck Silverston, and welcome to my video series. This chapter is the mortgage process. Now, this is going to be a little bit longer because we have a lot to unpack here. We're going to talk about pre-approvals, interest rates, strategy for making offers, and the entire mortgage process. One thing to keep in mind, I know enough about this stuff to be dangerous, but I'm not the actual expert. So, it's important to remember that the mortgage process and the loan officer is an integral part of our team, key to helping you get the property you want and at the right terms. In our network of team members for you, we have a lender and a financial advisor. If you're under 6 months from buying a property, we're going to send you the lender first. If you're over 6 months, we'll send you the financial advisor. What the lender does is when they issue a pre-approval, they look at all of your documents. They look at your tax returns, your pay stubs, your credit report. They take your income, your expenses from your credit report, and they give you a pre-approval range based on ratios. Now, we obviously want to find the right comfort zone for you. The financial advisor gets into Starbucks and travel and shoe shopping and all of the things that you have that aren't necessarily covered in the mortgage process. But again, we want the overall purchase to fit into your financial plan. So, sooner the better. I want you to get into talking to a lender right away because you never know when there's going to be hiccups or things you don't know about. The longer we have, the better prepared we can make you and make the process smoother. Now, we need to get a pre-approval. Why is this important? Some people don't realize that some of those things are what they call pre-qualifications or pre-qual versus a pre-approval. A pre-approval is more important and critical because that shows the other side, the seller side, and the listing agent that you've gone through the entire mortgage process, that the lender has reviewed all of your documents. Now, why is this important? This is important because when we make an offer, to be more competitive, we want to have a pre-approval because you got to remember, sometimes we're competing against people who are paying cash or competing against people who've waived contingencies. Now, waiving a mortgage contingency is something we can discuss if it makes sense for you, and our team has signed off on it. Now, once we make an offer, our lender is going to call the listing agent to vouch for you and your credentials. They're going to get asked questions of, have you looked at all the documents? Have you seen the pay stubs? Have you verified the down payment money? And our lender is going to be able to answer those questions enthusiastically because they've issued a real pre-approval and have taken you through the entire process. Now, a couple things that come up in terms of questions about the mortgage process. For example, can I finance closing costs? Yes, you can. And the way we do that is we increase the purchase price and then get a seller concession. So essentially, the seller is going to pay for our closing costs and prepaid expenses. So for example, if you're spending $500,000 on a property, we would increase the purchase price by $7,000 and get a $7,000 closing cost credit. So instead of paying $500,000, you're paying $507,000 with a $7,000 credit. And again, we want to make sure this is right for you financially, so we want to create all these options for you. Now, one thing is we want to make sure we're using a local lender because dates are really important, and having somebody that we can reach all the time is critical. If you listen to nothing else from me, imagine me in your kitchen standing on top of a table, jumping up and down to not use an internet lender or not a state lender. We need a local bricks and mortar lender that can help us navigate through the process. Now, interest rates. Interest rates are like a stock. Again, remember, I know enough about this stuff to be dangerous. They change every day. They change multiple times a day. An eighth of a point is like a cup of coffee. We want to find a lender that's going to help you manage the process, give you the appropriate advice, help you find the right mortgage structure, because a lower rate with the wrong structure will cost you more money in the long term. Any questions about this? I want to talk further. Please reach out to me at Chuck, C-H-U-C-K, at ChuckTeam, C-H-U-C-K, Team.com. I look forward to speaking to you further.